Yippers, you guys, it's the Tiger Master. We're going to learn how to draw the Powerpuff Girls. So I'm going to start off with Blossom. And all you need to remember is that it's a very clean and simple style. That means it's just a bunch of circles and ovals. So basically, you just need to start off with a big circle, and then I'm gonna draw a line through the top, and that's where you want to keep the hair. It's about 1/3 of a way, and then the body is about a trapezoid or a rectangular like style coming from the bottom. And then we're gonna have some more ovals, which are gonna be shoes, and I drew it a little bit too big, well, too long wise, and we'll try to make it a little bit smaller in the middle. And then it's just a bunch of lines, bunch of rectangular lines going through the middle. Now the eyes are going to be a little bit from the middle line, but it's almost like it is touching, and then the mouth is just a U. So with the bow, again going with the oval like style, and then the hair is kind of like a little, I don't know, like a skirt coming out. And then we're going to try to add like a curve into it so that I can have a little bit of a smooth style. So I am going to go ahead and ink this after I add the eyes. Now the eyes are circles inside circles, more like circleception. But when you're inking this, you don't want to do the second circle, because then it's going to mess up. So the last part is mainly the hair, which are a bunch of upside down V's coming through the line. And now you're going to go ahead and ink it. You can use a ballpoint pen if you're drawing. Just use a ballpoint pen over a sketch if you're doing it on paper. And yeah, I use stabilizers because I think they're here for a reason, honestly. My hand on a tablet is not as stable as my hand on a sheet of paper where you can hold it with it. So yeah, I do use stabilizers, and I do use one of the highest stabilizers on the side. I think with my bamboo tablet, I didn't really have to use that high of a stabilizer, but because the Huion tablet is just so sensitive, you guys. It's the most sensitive tablet I've ever touched before, and that's why I love it, because it's really similar to how it feels with paper. So all I'm doing right now is adding the eyes. Now see this line right here, that the second line that I have, I'm going to have to end up erasing that, because when you're coloring it, because I'm also going to show the coloring part, is that you want to keep that just regular. You don't want to have any outlines on it. So yeah, the inking is pretty simple. You just follow the regular stuff. What I noticed with this drawing is that I did draw the arms a little bit too thick. So you don't want to have the arms too thick. They're kind of like I don't know. They tend to get shorter as you move towards the body. So right now I'm trying to fix the inking. I didn't like how the inking came out, because the inking is a little bit too sketch. But when you see the Blossom, well, not the Buttercup and Bubbles version, it's going to look a lot better. So I'm trying to get some colors, but then I realized that it's probably better to sample. So the main colors that you need, if you use your color pencils, whatever you're using, it's just pink, orange, and a kind of desaturated red. It's almost like a desaturated dark, very contrast orange, but it's mainly like a red orange. I don't know what it is. So like I was saying, with the eyes, you want to just color it, and you don't want to have to use an outline for that, because it's on the drawing, there is no outlines for that part of the eye, and then it's just a circle in the middle, just a white circle. You should have kept that when you were inking it. And just sampling the colors. Now you're going to want the orange for the bows, and then the actual skin is just a very peachy color. And then you don't want to color the shoes. The shoes are pretty basically the regular. So I went ahead and decided to add some shades to it, because I thought that the drawing looked pretty trash. I mean, it gets the job done. Like this is how you do draw the Powerpuff Girls, but personally, I just didn't appreciate how I could have definitely did the outlines better. So now I'm gonna go ahead and draw Blossom and Bubbles. Now, well, not Blossom, Bubblecup and Bubbles. So same format. They're just a bunch of ovals and oval circles, and that is pretty much what the Powerpuff Girls are like. And I decided I didn't use a sketch for this one. I just drew it straight on, and yeah, because I always draw the Powerpuff Girls. I literally always draw the Powerpuff Girls. I love the Powerpuff Girls. Powerpuff Girls I was a fan of since I was a little itty bitty one. When I was in kindergarten, I had a Powerpuff Girls book sack, and I also had Powerpuff Girls socks. I was obsessed with the Powerpuff Girls. I'm going to try to go ahead and I was trying to add a blue background and add a sky. So at this point, it's basically almost like a speed drawing of me just coloring the rest. Let's see, some things to note is that you really just want to make it as ovally the heads as possible, but kind of like in between an oval and a circle. And when you're coloring this digitally, you want to try to add some white colors to the white, like add literally a white to the white. And all I'm using is the multiply tool. I think the multiply tool is the most helpful thing to use when cell shading. I don't use the multiply tool practically ever when I'm doing my more detailed art, but if I'm doing just simple cell shading like this, I'm just going to use the multiply tool and just add some colors. Eventually I'm going to add the eyes, because like now they look pretty creepy with the straight up black eyes. So as you can see, it looks way better when I did it this time than when I was trying to do the tutorial of Blossom, mainly because I guess I was freehanding it and not trying to explain every single shape. And all I'm going to do is just add a little simple background and call it a day. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial of the Powerpuff Girls and you learned how to draw simple circles and ovally shapes. That's mainly lots of cartoon characters. So I hope you enjoy. I'm going to make some tutorials probably every Monday or some type of drawing challenge or whatnot. So I hope you enjoy. Alrighty, call it a day. Bye-bye.